You aren't always going to feel motivated. Sometimes you'll be tired, sometimes you'll be thinking about a lot of stuff, sometimes you'll be going through something, and you will not feel like doing something difficult, but that's exactly when growth is going to happen, and that's exactly when you need to use and build your discipline in order to actually improve and actually see results and actually grow. And this is exactly what I'm going to explain in this video. First, let's talk about why doing it tired actually matters more. Doing things tired is exactly like training in the gym with bigger weights. And of course, if you go in the gym and you get the biggest weights from the first time, you're going to fail. And it's exactly the same way with discipline. You cannot start with doing the most difficult things and doing everything at once. If you don't really have a high level of discipline, what you need to do is slowly increase the difficulty and slowly start doing more things. You have to incorporate things into your routine more slower and actually build things up just like you would in the gym. So you cannot feel tired after a long day and go and run 10 kilometers. Like, that's just not going to happen. It's not really possible. It is possible, but it's not going to happen, let's be honest. So what you need to do instead is start doing small things. After a long day, go for a 1 kilometer run. After a long day, go to the gym and do 45 minutes workout. After a long day, read 5 pages of a book. Just like this, small things, small actions, and with time, when you actually do these things consistently, when you are tired, you're going to actually grow your discipline, you're going to become more disciplined, and you're going to be able to do more things even if you didn't have a good day. Even if it was a bad day, you're still going to be able to go and do an amazing workout for 1 hour. You're going to be able to go and run 5 kilometers. You're going to be able to do all of these things even when you're tired, and that's what's actually going to bring you the most progress. When you start doing the important things tired, there's no way to actually not make progress. You're definitely going to make progress, because what makes people not get progress and not actually grow things is that they stop doing it when it gets difficult. When it gets hard and when they don't feel like doing it, they just stop doing it and then they quit, and then they don't get any success with it. But if you're the person who does things even when you're tired, and it can be about anything, about the gym, about reading, studying, absolutely anything, when you do it even when you're tired and you don't quit, you're going to get success in that 100%. It's impossible to fail if you do these things. The second thing I want to talk about is that you just need to start, because things feel uncomfortable before starting. The idea of going to the gym feels difficult when you're tired. The idea of reading feels difficult, but once you're actually in the moment, it's not that difficult. The reason for that is because change is uncomfortable. That's just how your brain works, how your body functions, and things like this. Doesn't really matter, and we don't need to dive in there, but what you need to understand is change is uncomfortable, but once you actually go through the change, you get into a flow, and if you don't disrupt the flow, this flow is just going to go until the task is completed. So you need to push yourself just through the beginning. You just need to start. And once you start, it's going to be a flow, basically. So when something feels difficult, when you're tired, and things like that, what you need to do is just start doing the thing. It's very simple. If you need to go to the gym and you feel tired, just put on your gym clothes, just start walking, and you'll see that it's actually not that difficult to actually go to the gym. It's just the idea that makes it difficult. The idea of going to the gym is more difficult to process than actually just putting on the clothes, walking out of the door, and just going to the gym. Once you actually start doing the action, it's going to be very easy. Once you put on your gym clothes, you open the door, you exit your house, and you walk to the gym, you're going to find out it's not actually that hard. And once you're in the gym and you start doing the exercises, you start your routine and things like this, you're going to get into a flow, and it's going to be really easy to actually get through the action and complete it, even though you felt extremely tired, and even though the idea of going to the gym felt like something that you won't be able to do, something impossible. And it's like that with everything. If you don't feel like reading, if you feel like you have a lot of things in your mind, just open the book, start reading a few sentences, and you're going to find out the book is actually pretty interesting, and it's not that difficult to read, and you're not that tired. That's what you need to do. Like, for example, I'm going to give you an example with this book right here, The 48 Laws of Power. Sometimes I don't feel like reading. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm tired, whatever, I don't want to read. But when you actually open the book and you read a few sentences, you're like, okay, this is actually interesting. I want to actually learn more about this. The story that this person is giving me is interesting, and I'm actually going to learn something from it, so I might as well keep reading, even though I didn't feel like reading and the idea of it seemed impossible. The third thing that I want to talk about is don't delay things. And this is one of the most important things. Don't delay or try to escape things that you know are important, because these things will haunt you. And I don't want to get too philosophical about this, but it's very simple. When you are avoiding something, this thing is always going to be at the back of your mind, reminding you that it exists. If you want to avoid going to the gym and instead you play video games, while playing the video games, you'll feel it in the back of your mind. It will eat at you. It will be like, I should have been in the gym right now. I should have been working out. I'm not making any progress right now. I'm falling behind right now. It's just going to be in the back of your mind. It's almost like something else inside of your brain that is telling you that you are doing something wrong right now. And it's almost like something is behind you, chasing you and pulling you in a way. So if you don't want to have the ideas like that in the back of your mind, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you have probably felt this. If you don't want to have ideas like that in the back of your mind, the easiest way to remove these things is to actually do the action. Because here's what you're doing right now. You prefer not doing something and having this thing in the back of your mind, constantly, reminding you that you're not doing it, instead of doing it, and then you feel amazing that you actually did something, and it's not going to haunt you in that way, and it's not going to actually disrupt you while you're having fun, guilt-free. Because when you do something and you actually finish it, go to the gym, work, all of these things, and then after that you have fun, you don't have the idea of, I didn't do anything, I'm procrastinating. You have the idea of, okay, I did everything difficult, and now this fun that I'm having is deserved. And that's exactly the feelings that you should be having. You should put in the work and then have fun if you want to have fun. But when you are tired and when you don't want to do things and you still do them, that's when it's the most important. So if this video helped you, if you liked it, you can leave a like and you can subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any upcoming videos, which are going to talk about similar things that are actually going to make you improve your life and actually get results. Thank you for watching.